A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. Animals are my friends, and I don't eat my friends. Youth is wasted on the young. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are people who get up and look for circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. The liar's punishment is, not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. My way of joking is to tell the truth. It's the funniest joke in the world. The only man who behaved sensibly was my tailor. He took my measure anew every time he saw me, whilst all the rest went on with their old measurements and expected them to fit me. Better keep yourself clean and bright. You are the window through which you must see the world. When a thing is funny, search it carefully for a hidden truth. There are those that look at things the way they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not. The man who writes about himself and his own time is the only man who writes about all people and all time. I often quote myself. It adds spice to my conversation. What you are to do without me, I cannot imagine. The most tragic thing in the world is a man of genius who is not a man of honor. Criminals do not die by the hands of the law. They die by the hands of other men. Power does not corrupt men. Fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire. You will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. All censorships exist to prevent anyone from challenging current conceptions and existing institutions. All progress is initiated by challenging current conceptions and executed by supplanting existing institutions. Consequently, the first condition of progress is the removal of censorship. When a stupid man is doing something he is ashamed of, he always declares that it is his duty. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. As long as I have a want, I have a reason for living. Satisfaction is death. Do not waste your time on social questions. What is the matter with the poor is poverty. What is the matter with the rich is uselessness. You have learnt something. That always feels at first as if you have lost something. Imitation is not just the sincerest form of flattery, it is the sincerest form of learning. Democracy is a device that ensures we all shall be governed no better than we deserve. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. The only service a friend can really render is to keep up your courage by holding up to you a mirror in which you can see a noble image of yourself. There is always danger for those who are afraid. The only way to avoid being miserable is not to have enough leisure to wonder whether you are happy or not. Forgive him, for he believes that the customs of his tribe are the laws of nature. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get. If you take too long in deciding what to do with your life, you'll find you've done it. There are no secrets better kept than the secrets that everybody guesses. You cannot have power for good without having power for evil too. Even mother's milk nourishes murderers as well as heroes. Morals are a luxury of the rich. The best way to get your point across is to entertain. If history repeats itself and the unexpected always happens, how incapable must man be of learning from experience? In an ugly and unhappy world, the richest man can purchase nothing but ugliness and unhappiness. The man with toothache thinks everyone happy whose teeth are sound. The poverty-stricken man makes the same mistake about the rich man. There is no satisfaction in hanging a man who does not object to it. If you begin by sacrificing yourself to those you love, you will end by hating those to whom you have sacrificed yourself. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. He who has never hoped can never despair. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life, for its own sake. Let me know which quote was your favorite in the comments, and subscribe for more inspirational quotes like these.